Hey guys, it's Christian and Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000, and this is our review of Naruto chapter 576. Let's get started. So the beginning of this chapter starts off with Sasuke running after Itachi. That's pretty much it. He's like, hey, are you Itachi? Hey, stop and talk to me, dude. I got like a mountain of questions to ask you. Come on. And then he shoots his Susanoo arm at him, and then Itachi's like, bitch, psh, and slaps it away with his Susanoo arm. And that's pretty much the beginning of their confrontation.
So next portion of the chapter, we get a lot of heavy dialogue from Sasuke and Itachi. And Sasuke's like, I know everything about you, Itachi. I mean, I know everything you did, and that's why I've decided to become a criminal and freaking kill everybody and go against all of your wishes altogether. Sorry, brah. This is just the path that I'm going to walk. And Itachi's like, well, ever since I died, you've pretty much been walking down the wrong path. You suck at life. My Susanoo is clearly much better than yours, and like the great comedian Bill Hicks, Sasuke is able to see through the bullshit, because he declares to his brother, I have your eyes. Dun dun dun!
So the Sasuke-Itachi stuff seems to end with Itachi saying, well, he doesn't actually say, but he's pretty much thinking, well, pretty much Naruto's going to have to bitch slap you to put any sense into you, because my time with you is over, and I'm off to free the Edo Tensei. Yay, let's all go to Kabuto.
It's not that, like, upbeat, though. It's actually kind of, you know...
No, that's the way I felt that.
They were skipping away in the woods.
Yeah, because that's what they do in Naruto. They jump through trees.
We then go back to the big battle between Madara and all of the Kages, and this is where Madara becomes even more smug than usual. A little more smug than the usual Uchihas, actually. He begins to basically bad-talk Tsunade, and he's like, hey, girl, are you related to the Senju clan? And she's like, yeah? And he's like, well, I'm gonna fucking kill you first. And all the other Kages are like, well, it makes sense in a battle like this. You always go after the medic ninja first. And Madara's an asshole. He's like, no, that's not the reason. I just fucking hate the Senju, so I'm gonna murder that bitch.
Then Madara seems to go into this rant about how the first Hokage was just a complete badass and all you Kage suck compared to him. None of your jutsus are even half of what his was. I mean, look at the forest he just made, Madara, like, using the first power. Madara was pretty much here saying, wow, he was my rival and I have respect for him. I think that is something to note, that Madara really did look up to the first Hokage. And he's like, oh, he was a badass and I went toe-to-toe with him. In your face.
Madara adds this on even more thick when he actually says right to Tsunade. He's like, you can't use Mokuton, you're a shitty medical ninja, and to top it all off, you're a woman. So get in the kitchen, I like blueberries in my fucking pancakes. Warning! This is just a joke.
The chapter comes to a close with Tsunade saying, well, you know what? Maybe I don't have his abilities, but I did inherit the will of fire. Bring it. Gonna make you look like a kitchen.
So Naruto 576 was pretty much the chapter that I wanted, because we finally got to have a lot of conversation between Sasuke and Itachi, and that's something I know we've all been looking forward to, and it pretty much played out the way that I thought it was going to. Sasuke was going to try to justify the things he was doing, and Itachi was basically saying, no, you sort of fucked up the entire thing that I planned, and that's pretty much what's going on here. What is interesting to note, again, is that Sasuke is showing a lot of emotion as of late, which is a good thing, because before he's just been seen as kind of a coldless killer, and Kishimoto is drawing him in a... Yeah, it's... You know, in this chapter, this was the first time I've actually seen Sasuke as the little boy who lost his parents. He's not just some, you know, freaky criminal now, and I liked the interactions between the two. I can't wait to see what's going to happen, because I have no idea where Sasuke's going to go. He's obviously going to keep following him, but it's pretty obvious here that Itachi's probably going to run into Kabuto. And then, of course, there's this stuff at the end with Madara, which, you know, he's just the most smug friggin' Uchiha ever. He's so full of himself, and I just cannot wait to see Tsunade just get right up in his face and punch his fucking head off.
You know, I really liked this chapter. I thought it was a good read, even though it was more dialogue than you're used to in Naruto. I think sometimes we come to Naruto for the cool pictures and the awesome battles and some of the story development that we like to see. So when we get hit with a lot of talking, it's usually explaining things, and this necessarily wasn't really explaining things. It was kind of reinforcing things we see a lot when it comes to Sasuke and Itachi's relationship. I think sometimes I get beat up reading One Piece because there's so much dialogue all the time. It's hard to follow, and there's action everywhere and speech bubbles everywhere. But with this Naruto chapter, it didn't feel overwhelming at all.
It was also, I just want to note one more thing. It was all backed by some really great artwork this week. There were a lot of really good things. I really liked the picture of the first Hokage sitting on the tree and everything. I thought everything... Is it just me, or is Kishimoto's like backgrounds getting a lot better?
His whole artwork in general seems to be getting a lot better. For a rating this week, you guys, we would like to drop a 9 out of 10 on you guys. I know we're usually action junkies and we like big explosions and beams flying out of people's hands, but this week, you know what? This dialogue and this Itachi Sasuke stuff, good enough for us. 9 out of 10.
Alright guys, it's time for the question of the week, where we ask you about this week's chapter. We want to ask you about Itachi and Sasuke, who dominated this week's chapter. In particular, Sasuke seems to be following Itachi. Do you think that Itachi is going to somehow try to lose Sasuke in this, or are they somehow going to end up fighting again? You can let us know with your comments below. And if you just want to let us know what you thought about this week's chapter, we'd love to know what you guys thought as well.
So this week, I want to ask you guys to check out 2 videos. One is my video. I did an interview with Yokorama Game Talk. I'm sure if you watch Naruto reviews, One Piece reviews, Bleach reviews, all that stuff, you know about Yokorama Game Talk. And we had an awesome conversation. The annotation will be up here, and the link will be below. So go check that out.
And I know that you guys love to watch our Naruto reviews and our Bleach reviews, but if you want to check out something a little different, check out my reviews of the Gundam Age anime series. It is the most current Gundam anime going on right now. I just reviewed the 20th episode. We'll put an annotation to that in here. Check it out, guys. It's really cool.
Hey, you guys, if you enjoy these videos, make sure and give us a big thumbs up. It's awesome motivation and it helps others see our videos. So until next time, you guys, SuperKamiGuru9000 out.